welcome back to the walkthrough, and today we are going to tackle our very first set of territories pertaining Need for Speed Carbon. So I get to choose again this time around, and I shall usually start with the circuit. That is usually the course of action. Now, one interesting thing about this game is that okay. So what's interesting about these guys is that their cars will be upgraded according to how your cars will be upgraded. So if you have some additional features like nitrous oxide, now this car doesn't have any nitrous oxide, but if there is, then the other cars will equip themselves with it as well. And if you don't, then they won't be able to use that to their advantage. Alright, careful of traffic, and enjoy the rest of the show. I will be showing some of the key shortcuts throughout the game. I've been playing this game for a very, very long time. I do not intend to do any battle royales at this moment. I am aware. Police are coming. I'm aware. Oops. Alright.
Well, we're trying to call a complaint back for description. Stand by.
I am aware that the battle royale version. Oh my gosh, I'm getting interrupted by the police. I'm aware that the battle royale versions are more interesting, roughly speaking, but I won't be covering that in this walkthrough. It'll be a simple walkthrough to revisit an old game that I really enjoy. Alright, for our first race, it's really easy, and if you can control carefully, you can even make such huge split times. Now, what's interesting is that because I'm using a tuner car, I've actually not at all stepped away from the accelerator, and it is rather interesting to see how the car functions really well. I usually go for cars with good handling, and that is that as far as this race is concerned. Alright. So right now, we are going to meet the boss of this territory.
I heard you were back in town. Now I want to hear you're gone.
I like the green color on this car though. So welcome us, I guess, to the person called, well, this is his crew name, that's Bushido, that's a crew name. Welcome to our boss, Kenji. And just like me, he's an Asian, so that feels good. That being said, this game has been produced like years ago, so anywho. Alright, we can jump over to our next race, and to keep things simple, we're gonna dive into a sprint. Now, as said before, sprints are point-to-point races, so that is gonna be fun. Yeah, contrary to the video, I actually do not have any nitrous, so yeah. Alright, okay, first thing over here, that's the beautiful power of owning a tuner. You get to do things like that. If you want to, you can actually knock down, oh, oops, okay. And then you can actually see on the bottom left, it actually did deter quite a few cars from making progress. But more or less, I think Tier 1 races tend to be quite simple, so this actually gives a lot of time for stories to be told. And I can tell one right now. So today I was just minding my own business. I was spending some time with some of my church mates. Ow! Whoops. And it just dawned on me that the question, oh, what do you do in your free time? It's always been a difficult question for me to answer, and I never really figured out why that is the case. But today I sort of have a really good answer, and that is I enjoy thinking and I enjoy singing. So I guess singing is more typical, but I enjoy thinking a lot, and what that looks like is you could be telling me a topic about something I'm totally unfamiliar with, but if I could follow along with what you're saying, I'll actually really enjoy the conversation. Of course, you need to communicate it well, but all things considered, I would enjoy conversations. It doesn't need to be about Christianity, it doesn't need to be about mathematics. It could even be in areas where we don't see eye to eye. That's totally fine as well. But I do enjoy thinking a lot about about things in general. Oh, wow. Alright. Okay. We'll complete this with one last race, and then we have a few options which you guys can choose later on at the end of this part. Anyway, let us end off this part with a speed trap. Now, as mentioned before, speed traps will clock in your maximum cumulative speed by the end of the race, and your job is to be the top in terms of speed. Now, to get the perfect launch, I would step on the accelerator when the number 2 flashes. If you've ever played Mario Kart, it's basically the same timing when you press the button in order to get the speed boost. Same idea here for the perfect launch. Not that it really matters, I'll be very honest. So I've always wondered why that matters. Now, you could turn right over there at the road perpendicular, but I'd just rather go straight and get the speed trap with a bit more ease. Alright. There is a secret this way, a shortcut this way, so that could be really helpful as well. I think it's interesting because on the M1 Mac, the visuals on Need for Speed Carbon are really good. We actually do get 60 frames per second, which is awesome for gaming purposes as usual. Yeah, so I do enjoy conversing with people. Now recently something interesting has been happening as well. I've been doing combinatorics on the side just for fun. And it's interesting because in high school, combinatorics, which is like permutations and combinations, were actually my least competent topic and my least favorite as well. And now it's actually becoming one of my more favorite topics in mathematics. So that's interesting as well. Learning new things about myself along the way. Alright. Now the beautiful thing about what happened here is that if you look at the standings, I did not get the top speed. And that's fine because Neville got the top speed for me. Oh wow. Oh wow. Okay. And oh wow, what is this? Wow, okay. TFK took over this territory, and what is going on here? Oh, Bushido also took over that territory. Now, with that being said, alright, you get to choose the race for the next part. Of course, if there are equal votes or no votes at all, I'll get to make the choices on my own. Right? So, oh wow, what's with the lack of... Ew, there's no audio. Darn it. Let's go to the space. Let me go to the safe house. And then you can hear this banger of a tune. So you get to pick between the 2 locations. You get to pick between, well, what's this location? Old Quarter and historic Chinatown. So with that in mind, that is it for this part of the walkthrough. Thank you all for watching. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more awesome videos to come.